Welcome back to KTN Weekend Prime. Now, Interior CS Professor Kithure Kindiki has assured residents of northeastern Kenya that security will improve. The CS, who was on a 2-day tour of northeastern, also assured residents of Marsabit that registration of documents would be issued within 21 days. George Maringa was in that region for this report.
For a professor of law who is now at the helm of the Ministry of Interior and National Administration, when he appears accompanied by security heads and dressed in combat regalia, you know it's not business as usual. The Cabinet Secretary kicked off the official tour of Northeastern in Mandera County. Here, he inspected the Mandera border control post, which has been closed for over a decade now. His visit was not only significant to the government but also to the residents.
Hiyo kazi nimeamuru ya kwamba ianze hivi karibuni kwa sababu ningetaka kurudi hapa Mandera baada ya muda mfupi kuanzisha kufunguliwa kwa mpaka huu wetu wa Mandera.
His assurance was good news, more so to the elders who had gathered to discuss matters security in the north, among other pertinent issues.
Ombi yetu ya kwanza ni kufunguliwa hii boda tafadhali sana kwa heshima yako. Hapa iko shida, watu wa ukame iko mingi sana katika hii county.
Tuwe na mpango na operesheni maalum kama vile majirani wetu wamekuwa nayo kule kwao. Operation maalum inayoongozwa na viongozi wa jamii wakisaidiwa na maofisa wa serikali, ili tuangamize wakora na magaidi ambao wametuumiza kwa miaka mingi.
At Takaba area, not too far from Mandera, you find this special operation group. These officers, who are armed to the teeth, use all means necessary to combat the enemy, such as the Al-Shabaab terror group. Here, motorcycles also come in handy. According to the CS, affairs of police officers, including a review of salaries, will be attended to, more so after the formation of the task force by President William Ruto.
The task force was formed. It has started taking views from the public. We have asked them to travel the whole country on a county-by-county basis. So they will have a sitting here in Wajir, where some of you or your representatives can be able to go and explain to them what you require to do your work better.
In the neighboring Wajir County, the communities involved in the fight against terror. Moreover, the young men play alongside police officers in football matches. Kenya's largest county, Marsabit, was also not left behind. Accompanied by the Deputy Inspector General Noor Gabo, CS Kindiki started by inspecting the Moyale border, which connects Kenya and Ethiopia. Despite the difference in infrastructure in this border post at Moyale, CS Kindiki says more still needs to be done. Marsabit Governor Mohamud Ali now wants the national government to fast-track services to the residents of this region, such as issuance of national ID cards and birth certificates.
Shida kidogo kidogo ya cattle rustling inatusumbua. Hapo ukiangalia na vile vile tunaomba ile KPR ilikuwa inasaidia wananchi, ukiturudishia hiyo nafikiri watasaidiana na security team yako na hiyo cattle rustling pia itaisha.
Before the border post was constructed here, it would take a minimum of 4 days for goods to be inspected. The construction and operationalization reduced that period to only 6 hours, but the CS wants to further reduce the timelines to 4 hours.
Kuko na uhaba kidogo wa maofisa wetu wa KEFIS, maofisa wa Port Health na pia maofisa wa Kenya Bureau of Standards. Na Mheshimiwa Rais ameamrisha maofisa wale ambao wanatakikana watumwe hapa ifikapo Ijumaa ijayo, ili tuharakishe biashara na matembezi ya watu kati ya Kenya na Ethiopia.
For the northeastern counties to thrive, security will need to be at the core of it all. When all is said and done, the situation is bound to change if the assurances are anything to go by. For a region that has fallen victim to insecurity in the past, the CS for Interior, Professor Kithure Kindiki, is keen to ensure that the government uses all means possible to flush out armed militia to avoid terrorism in the future, even as he seeks to include the community members of this region. George Maringa, KTN News, in Wajir County.
So now, meanwhile, a crisis is looming over the transfer of teachers who were affected by the delocalization policy in the North Rift region. Many teachers born in West Pokot